Welcome to the Age Fit MD podcast. My name is Dr. Carl Zaris. I'm a medical doctor, and I'm also an interventional pain specialist. And in today's episode, I want to talk to you about what you can expect from this podcast and what you can expect from our website. One of the things that frustrates me about being a physician in today's medical system is that I'm not incentivized to be able to sit down with my patients and give them all the education that I'd love to give them. I am incentivized to do procedures that help people, but I would love to have the time to educate people on all the tips and all the things that I've seen over treating patients for the past 20 years. Because for me, there's a very clear difference between my patients that engage in consistent best practices centered around being fit, and there's a huge difference with those that don't. And you'd be surprised how little it takes to make a huge impact on your fitness and your health over the long term. But it requires consistency, it requires an understanding of what you're doing and why you're doing it, and it requires that you as an individual set a goal and make a promise to yourself to make this happen. Another thing that I hear often from my patients is they say, you know, Doc, I wish I would have done things differently when I was younger. And I hear that a lot. They say, I figured I'd be this old, but I never thought I'd be this miserable. I wish I would have taken care of myself. By the time I wanted to do it, I felt like it was too late, and I just didn't have the tools to make a difference, and I wish I would have done things differently. And that's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to get to a later stage in life, look back and say to yourself, God, I wish I would have made some changes. Because one of the things that I tell people all the time is it's never too late to make these changes. I don't care if you're 50, 60, 70, or 80, you can always make great gains in your health and fitness if you focus on some key elements that I teach throughout my website and throughout my content. And patients come back to me when I do have the opportunity to tell them about these things, and they say, man, Doc, I can't believe how much those exercises you gave me helped me, and I can't believe how much that supplement you put me on, the Immune X2 and the Enhance 4, I can't believe how much better I feel. It really, really makes a difference. And I always think to myself, I wish I could get this message out to more people. I wish they could get the understanding and the experience that they have. I wish they could see through the lens that I can see through, because I sort of feel like I can look at things in the future because I've been treating patients for 20 years. I've carried them from 50 to 70 or from 60 to 80, and I've seen these two paths that people can go on and what a difference it makes if you make the right choices versus the wrong choices. And so if you participate in this podcast and the website and the content, I guarantee you're gonna be much healthier and much fitter over time and have a much stronger understanding of how your body works, why nutrition is important, what stretching you need to do, etc. And you're going to be much healthier for it. Some principles behind all the content that I'm going to give you. One is I need you to be consistent, and therefore I'm going to kind of give you the bare minimum that I really want you to do. This isn't going to be P90X. You're not going to be doing box jumps. This is not going to be some intense advice that you're going to be miserable and herniated disc and blow an Achilles out. That's what I see all the time, and that's what I want to keep you from doing. So I want you to be consistent. I'm going to give you the absolute minimum that you have to do and then encourage you to do more. And then I'm going to educate you, because if you have a sound understanding of what you're doing and why you're doing it, you're going to be motivated to stay at it. And that's the key over time, is consistency. You gotta be consistent. So some of the broad areas I'm gonna cover with you are the importance of nutrition and supplements, and what supplements to take and why to take them. I'm gonna talk to you about strength training as you age and changes and nuances you need to make to those programs to prevent yourself from getting injured. We're gonna talk about stamina training and changes you make there as well. Even if you have a chronic injury, even if you haven't been doing it your whole life, it's never too late to start. We're going to be centered around some self-care and some therapeutic interventions that you can do on your own to deal with some of these injuries, deal with some of these chronic pain issues. We're going to talk about some self-care techniques to help with some of the anxiety, depression, etc., that you could have with some of these conditions. And then we're going to center our focus as well around sleep, maximizing that regenerative stage of your day, and some specifics of how you can benefit from that by taking a proactive and intentional approach to sleeping. And then we're going to add a whole bunch of other content that helps you get there. That's the fundamentals, but we've got a whole bunch of other stuff to teach you. So I'm excited to get this out to you because it's been bothering me for a long time. I've thought for a long time, I wish I could get this out to people. I wish they could digest it on their own time. Some people learn by audio, some by visual, some by written. And so that's what we've done. We've created all these different formats for you to succeed. And you can do it at night, you can do it on the way to work, you can do it whatever is convenient for you. But I guarantee you that if you follow this recommendations, and some of it may seem very basic, some of it may seem common sense to you, but that's okay. A lot of this stuff is basic and common sense, and as long as you can stay consistent with it, you're going to have great results over time. And we also encourage you to participate. I would love to hear from you if you have content that we don't have. There's something that we're missing, there's something that would benefit you. I will absolutely create that content and help you as best I can. So I'm very excited for you to participate in this. You're going to have great results. You're going to get great, your future is going to look a lot brighter, and you're going to be more positive because you're going to realize you can age fit. You can, it's never too late to start, and even if you haven't done it for a long time, I'm going to teach you how to get back into it, and you're going to be really happy that you did. Don't be that patient that looks in the rearview mirror and says, God, I wish I would have done things differently. I wish I could have a do-over. Take action now. Get started today. I'm going to help you get there. And if there's anything I'm missing, please let me know. Thanks for listening. Look forward to making a lot more great content to help you age fit and be as healthy as you possibly can.